Welcome Capricorn to your weekly love reading for September 3rd to the 9th of 2018. So let's check into your energy. Alright, so the energy between both you and someone that you're dealing with, what they might be bringing towards you, your response, the advice and outcome for Capricorn. Let's see. So we have here, there are instances or opportunities to celebrate between you and someone else. It could be a move. It could be that you're maybe back and forth at times throughout the week, seeing your romantic partner. Now be mindful about this, because if you're not attached or you're not with them literally married, this is where they might come see you, and if you don't ask the questions that you need to, they could be going back and forth with someone else. That energy is there, or you're around them, but sometimes you don't get close. You just communicate, you see one another, you know, that energy might be there. So the Four of Wands is often celebration, marriage, commitment, something, a union that is steady, but just keep that in mind. I feel when I'm saying those things that could be relating to you in some way. Now until that energy is let up, I feel like you might be even trying to reach that goal, but your love interest, what they're doing is waiting for you. So it's almost like if you address that matter I just mentioned about maybe past temptations, or you feel like there's someone else or something there, I feel like they're waiting for you to come around, or for you to tie up loose ends or unfinished business. Something like that could be going on. That particular person could be doing that as well, but waiting for the right time for that to happen. So I feel like it's almost like energetically I give you what you need, or 4 cylinders, and then I take one away, because right now I can't really give you everything and keep that steady because someone else is in my energy, kind of thing. Now what is your response? So you have issues with that particular person or scenario I just mentioned, and I feel like you might often let that person know about their in and out, their lack thereof, of them staying, or just kind of leading you on in some way. So you might start to express how you feel. You might even feel like it's you addressing a certain rumor. It might even be the truth, but I feel like you are letting a certain cat out of the bag and expressing something, and you might have deep resentment from something or someone that's been holding something back from you. So or something that you've been holding back from someone else. All right, the advice: rest. All right, get some time to reflect and take it easy with what you are experiencing, especially if you feel like you want to be a bit more blunt and let someone really hear you or experience your wrath, something like that. The universe is telling you to kind of take a step back. It doesn't mean that you have to be quiet about everything, but keep a low profile, try to recharge, and it could change your perspective about how you what you have said, what you do, and how you might respond from here on in. So the outcome is needing to forgive that particular person. All right, trying your best to, you know, they've done what they've done. Sometimes you may have come around to realize these things yourself, forgiving yourself if you've been involved in something, especially dealing with a child. That particular person, if some of you have dealt with an energy, if you've been pregnant by somebody and they kind of did something and moved on, or that could be flipped around, where they're waiting for you to come around but you're not doing it. So it's like all talk no action kind of thing, and that could be part of the issue. Even somebody that you treated or helped out financially, and you helped them out when they needed it, and then they came around, they took, and they didn't come back around. So that could be an issue for some of you out there. So let's clarify the Page of Swords in reverse for your response, Capricorn. Yeah, folks, so it seems like these are parts of you telling somebody to get their things together. All right, try to do your best to rearrange their priorities, trying to make sure that it's almost like the father of a child, or the mother, or just trying to do things in the right way, and not not go to extremes and start cussing at everybody, trying to let everything out, because you see, I try to just hold back. You know, I don't like to, you know, add that on here, but naturally people cuss. You know, if you get angry or if you want to say certain things, it's going to come out like that. It's not a bad thing, but I feel like if you are cussing or cursing at somebody, it could be part of, it's like a, you know, it's a curse. You think about a curse, it's almost like a spell. You put out that energy to that person, and you're, you know, creating this this picture of them, and it's like they're just the worst person in the world, and that's not how you truly feel about them. It's maybe how you feel at the time, but all in all, I feel like everybody has their issues, their mistakes that they might do. So kind of look at it in that way. You're going to feel how you feel at that time, but just take some time to reflect. Okay, so let's see messages for so Aries you might be dealing with, and then you might be dealing with the air sign. All right, so messages for Capricorn from the fairies. Birthday. All right, it says a significant birthday holds the answers to your questions, and I'm not sure if Cancer had this. If they did, all right, just for instance, some of you may be dealing with a Cancer, some, but I feel like this is part of a turn of events that might happen repeatedly over and over again, and you're dealing with someone who needs to rectify or fix whatever has happened. And yes, things might be blown out of proportion, things might be out in the open, but in order for this to heal, in order for that other person to move on, and for you to forgive that particular person or yourself, it might even take up until around towards the end of the year, or it could take up to a year. It just depends as you approach your birthday time. So just keep that in mind. All right, I do send you a lot of love, lots of light to you, tons of healing vibes as well. I wish you the best, and you can always come to the website psychicloveheals.com if you would like a private or personal reading, or as these are general. So have a good one and enjoy. All right.